Have you ever been ignored by someone you love? Maybe it's a family member or a friend, or even your romantic partner. Whatever the case may be, it's an incredibly painful experience. It can leave you feeling helpless and frustrated. You may feel like you're not being heard or taken seriously. However, it's important to remember that ignoring someone is a form of communication in itself. Even if the other person isn't directly addressing your concerns, they are expressing something through their silence. But it's also possible that the person is feeling overwhelmed and doesn't know how to respond. It's not only that they're displeased with you, but there is hope. In this video, we'll show you the best ways to get someone who has been ignoring you to reach out and start talking again. Because the truth is that it is still possible to reconnect and repair the relationship so that it's better than ever before. If you're ready for some real strategies that will deliver lasting results, let's get started. Number 1. Respect their space. If you're pretty sure that the person is ignoring you, then it's important to give them the space they need. I know it can be tough, especially when you care a lot about them, but it's really crucial to respect their needs and boundaries. If you're used to texting or calling them daily, for instance, try taking a step back. Stop being the one to initiate contact and see what happens. Forcing them to talk to you is just going to have the opposite effect and push them even further away. By giving them space, you're showing that you respect them and their feelings. It also gives them a chance to miss you and maybe even realize their own emotions. Just stay aware of the situation and react accordingly. Don't take everything personally and try not to control the circumstances. Number 2. Avoid being clingy. During the no-contact period, it's really important to avoid coming across as desperate for their attention. You want to show them that you have a life outside of them. So, if they reach out to you after realizing you've stopped initiating contact, try not to reply right away. Take your time, even if it's difficult, and let them see that you're not solely focused on them. You know what's interesting? This actually triggers a psychological phenomenon called the scarcity principle. In this case, they might start valuing you more when they feel like they are losing your attention. Pretty intriguing, right? Number 3. Be open to the idea of meeting new people. While you're busy with your own life, don't completely shut yourself off from the world. Take the chance to meet new people and expand your social circle. You might even come across someone who's even better than the person who's been ignoring you. And even if you don't, meeting new people can help take your mind off the situation and boost your self-esteem. Remember the scarcity principle? When we fear losing someone or something, we tend to value it even more. So, when they see you thriving without their attention, it might just trigger a sense of loss in them, and that might get them to act and approach you. Number 4. Have an honest conversation. It might be time for an honest conversation. This can be challenging, but it's important to communicate your feelings and understand what's going on. Perhaps they're just going through something they'd rather deal with on their own. When you're ready to talk, approach them calmly and respectfully. Avoid becoming angry or accusing them, as it will only worsen the situation. If you don't know how to do it, here's a 3-step approach you can follow. First, express your feelings without blame. For instance, you could say, "I've noticed that you've been distant lately. Is everything okay?" Once that's done, give them space to share their thoughts without interruption. Just let them say what they want to say. Now, if they're unresponsive or fail to provide a satisfying answer, calmly state, "I'm here for you if you ever want to talk." They need to feel that you won't force the conversation, but you're always there to support them. Sometimes, having this kind of discussion is enough to resolve the issue. If not, at least you'll have clarity and can move forward with your life. Number 5. Keep yourself busy. Instead of constantly stressing about why they're ignoring you, try shifting your focus to your own life and activities. You've gained time back now that you are not preoccupied with another person. So, it's the perfect time to work on your hobbies, goals, and dreams, or spend more quality time with friends and family. Plus, getting involved in activities can really help take your mind off things and feel a sense of accomplishment. It can also stop you from dwelling on the situation, which can make your negative emotions even worse. Not only will keeping yourself busy make you feel happier and more fulfilled, but it also takes away the power from the person who is ignoring you. And when they see how content and fulfilled you are without them, it might make them realize what they've been missing out on. Number 6. Do some self-reflection. Many people just assume the worst if they get ignored. That's why whenever it happens, ask yourself a simple question. Are you sure that person is ignoring you? It might seem like a silly question, but it's crucial to check in with yourself first. Sometimes, our insecurities or anxieties can make us feel ignored, even when that's not the case. People are different when it comes to needing time and personal space to process things around them. Or maybe they're going through tough times that call for some alone time. Remember that when you feel ignored, it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person is intentionally ignoring you. Just think about the times you accidentally ignored someone because you were so focused on your thoughts. Number 7. Create your own happiness. Remember, you are in control of your own happiness. Don't rely on someone else to do that for you. Otherwise, your happiness will be fully dependent on others. And if someone you love is ignoring you, remember that it's not about you. So don't let it bring you down. Focus on the things that bring you joy, and don't let their actions affect you negatively. Perhaps you can finally do something you've been thinking of for the longest time. Know that you're an incredible person, and if someone can't see that, it's their loss. Eventually, they'll realize what they missed out on. It might be hard to believe, but you don't need them to be happy. So keep your head up and surround yourself with positivity. You deserve to be with people who appreciate and love you for who you are. Number 8. Don't overreact and overthink it. When someone you love ignores you, it's natural to feel ignored and desperately try to regain their attention. But here's the thing. Constantly seeking their validation shows a lack of confidence and fear of missing out. Don't let their behavior define you or affect your self-worth. Instead of overthinking and overreacting, remind yourself that this is just a temporary phase. Things will change soon, including their attitude towards you. Take control of your thoughts and emotions. Number 9. If you know you wronged them, be ready to apologize. When someone you love is angry and hurt because of something you did, you can't just brush it off. You need to go and apologize for your mistakes. It's the safest and most acceptable way to resolve the issue with them. Let them know that you understand their situation and genuinely feel guilty for what you've done. By doing this, you're showing that you're responsible and caring in the relationship. Number 10. Take it easy. It's important to remember that you can't control everything, and that's okay. Now, if someone you love chooses to ignore you, don't let it weigh you down. Take a breath and let them be. Instead of fretting over their lack of attention, focus on doing something for yourself. For instance, spend time indulging in your favorite hobbies or connecting with your family. Of course, it can really sting when someone you care about ignores you for no apparent reason. During those moments when you're feeling down, it's best to be kind to yourself. Find ways to engage in activities that bring you joy and help you grow. Stay calm, practice meditation, and invest your time in things that matter to you. Use this opportunity to learn new skills and improve yourself. Remember, there's a world full of possibilities waiting for you, even if someone purposely chooses to ignore you. So, instead of getting caught up in their choice, focus on all the amazing things you can do. Number 11. Be willing to walk away. This strategy might be tough, but it's also important. If you've tried all the other strategies and they still haven't changed their behavior, it's time to distance yourself. To be clear, it doesn't mean cutting them out completely. It can be as simple as unfriending or unfollowing them on social media, or not spending as much time together. Know that you deserve to be treated right. You have to do things that are best for you, even if sometimes they aren't what you want. And if walking away is the best thing you need to do right now, then don't hesitate to do it. It's tough when someone you love ignores you. But it's important to remember that everyone is different, and the approach may vary, depending on the relationship and circumstances. Just stay aware of what's happening and act accordingly. Don't take things personally or try to control the situation. Instead, focus on yourself, work towards your own happiness, and be prepared to move forward in your life even without them in it if necessary. Remember, the people who truly love you will never ignore you. They will always take the initiative to include you in their life. So keep that in mind and take care of yourself in the meantime. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.